Hello and welcome to my Friday Musing. So this week I wanted to talk about your product and services ecosystem. And so what I mean by that is when you look at all of the products or services that you provide, do they all feed or build on one another? So for example, do you have product A, and is product A something that you can do and then potentially step on to product B, product C, product D, etc. So as a client, can you start at one place and continue working through and building up from the next something to the next something to the next something. Daniel Priestley has a really awesome video that talks about how if you have a really good services or products ecosystem and then you have the right marketing that supports each of those entry points, how you can build your business and you can, upsell or grow your clients in a meaningful way. So for me, this might look like doing some kind of quiz or analysis to understand where your systems are, where your processes are, where you might have holes, risks, vulnerabilities in your business. And then from that point, we can do stuff. So we could do an ad hoc process, or we could do, a single policy, or we could do something that is just like a one-off. But we would generally we would go into, say, your critical 10, where we work with you to identify and document, those critical 10 processes that you need in your business to help your business to, hum along. And then from the critical 10, the next logical step might be a management plan. Or you might step up to a management system, but not an ISO certified system. And then, of course, the last thing in my services ecosystem would be my ISO certification packages and services. And so when I think about my services ecosystem, you can start at the very beginning with just one little thing. So you can do a quiz that tells you that you need this policy or that process or that procedure, or you might go, I need to build or refine my critical 10. Now that critical 10 is a foundational piece of work that you need to do if you want to do a management system. So you need to have those critical 10 systems documented. So you could start with your critical 10 and then you can really easily move that into the next stage of your business's development by then building a management system. And once you've got your management system in place, you could potentially go on to get ISO certification. The thing that I've found really interesting is that at the beginning where you're looking to market, you only really need to market the first product in your ecosystem. So I could just manage my critical 10. So if I'm marketing my critical 10, we're focusing on that one particular product or service. And so then the idea is that my client could grab that product and then continue on to a management plan or a management system or ISO. Or if they're not quite ready to commit to a critical 10, we could come back to just doing, what was that particular individual ad hoc piece of work that they needed. But then we've worked with them. So when they're ready to do their critical 10, they've already worked with us. We've got the trust, we've got the reliability. They know that we're good operators. So as you go into the weekend, have a think about your products and services ecosystem and how does one lead to another, to the next, and so on. Because it is planning time, and that means that you've got this opportunity to plan out for the coming financial year. So maybe your plan is going to be to fill the holes in your product ecosystem. Where do you have gaps? Where are you missing something that might lead a client from one product to the next? So I'm going to leave you with that thought. And as always, I'd love to hear any ideas or comments that you have about that idea. And I'll also find the Daniel Priestley's video and I'll drop that in the comments too so that you can have a look and understand. Until next week, have a great weekend. Bye.